If it had been a little bit cooler, I mean, if it had been a little bit...
Where's our in compliance with, here we go.
Have you been to Italy, right?
I'd like to call to order the 2013 governing body and reading of the Open Public Meeting Statement in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Acts of the State of New Jersey. Adequate notice have been given to all members of the governing body and the two newspapers that have been designated to receive such notice, the Local Source and the Star Ledger. If we could stand for an invocation, please. Dear God, as we stand before you today, we thank you for bringing us together as a community. As we embrace our new committee members and reintroduce our committee members this evening, we ask for your blessing for each. Please continue to protect our community, policemen, firemen, rescue squad, friends and family, and give this council the help to assist us in continuing to strengthen our community with your blessing and guidance. We thank you for hearing our prayers. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Andre.
Here.
Councilman Dirkus.
Here.
Councilman Lane.
Here.
Councilman Messler.
Here.
Councilman Mortimer.
Here.
Councilman Turner.
Here.
First, we need an approval of the minutes for the regular and executive session meeting on December 17th, 2013.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre.
Yes.
Councilman Dirkus.
Yes.
Councilman Lane.
Abstain.
Councilman Messler.
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer.
Yes.
Councilman Turner.
Yes.
We have with us tonight three very distinguished members of our state legislature. And I'd like to introduce them. First, we have Senator Tom Kane. Next, I have Assemblyman John Bramnick. Now, you know these two are the leaders of our party. Down at the Senate, they've been leading us with the help of Governor Christie. Hopefully, we're going to continue with the reforms, and you're going to continue to help the municipalities with your leadership.
More to come.
And certainly, last but not least, we have Assemblywoman Nancy Munoz here. All three of them are really good friends of Mountainside, and we really appreciate that you come tonight for our reorganization meeting. We know if we need something from any of you that we can just pick up the phone and call you, and we thank you for that. Any words of wisdom? Come on.
Happy New Year and good luck.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. Okay. We know you guys are off the summit, but thanks for coming here first. We know this is your priority. Thank you very much. I'm sure that all of you are aware that we have a fantastic community foundation here in Mountainside. And they've been in existence for some time, but we thought tonight we asked them to come so that we could give them a proclamation, just basically recognizing the good that they've done for the community in so many different areas. So I'd like to read the proclamation. Whereas George and Blanche Watts Community Foundation supports charitable organizations benefiting the citizens of Mountainside. Whereas in addition to its founders, George and Blanche Watts, Patty Komish also generously offered a portion of her estate to the foundation. Whereas the Watts Mountainside Community Foundation is intended to aid organizations delivering services to Mountainside residents by soliciting grants and considering funding initiatives that best suit the community. Whereas the Watts Foundation provides annual grants to SAGE for their guidance, planning, support service programs, the Mountainside Rescue Squad for their tuition reimbursement program, and the Mountainside Scholarship Program. Whereas the Watts Foundation also helped to fund the school's technology programs, the community chorus concert reception, the Deerfield softball field improvements, and provided lights for the borough's landmark Christmas tree. And if I had to go on and tell you everything they did, you guys would probably be walking out on me, so I'm not going to go through any more of their achievements, but certainly there are many, and all you have to do is ride around Mountainside and you can see them. Whereas the Watts Mountainside Community Foundation Board of Trustees jointly oversees the activities of the foundation, and the following members shall be recognized for their hard work and dedication. And I see some of them here in the audience tonight. We have Nicholas Bradshaw, who's the president. We have Bart Barry, who is the secretary. We have Sue Winans, who is the grant chairwoman, who is always a fixture around Mountainside. Christopher Belden, Patricia Uroko, John Clifford, who was the vice president, G. Dewey Moser, who was the treasurer, John Amalfi, Patricia Connolly, and Thomas C. Phelan Esquire, who was their counsel. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside recognizes the Watts Community Foundation, and in acknowledging with great pride the positive impact the Watts Foundation has had on our community. So, all in favor? Aye. Okay, so moved. If the members that are here would like to come up, I want to give you guys some of the proclamations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
How are you? Good to see you.
And we need to close out more.
To
look that way.
All right.
They keep moving.
Like photo.
Do they want us out of the way? Right, okay. Yeah, exactly. I was willing to move out of the way if they wanted to.
Next, we have the police awards. I believe Chief Debbie and Council President and Police Commissioner Keith Turner will do the honors.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, okay, there you go.
First of all, on behalf of the entire Mountainside Police Department, I just want to take this opportunity to wish everyone a healthy, happy, and safe New Year. I would also like to extend our wishes to Corporal Donald Amberg, who just had knee surgery just on January 2nd, and he's recovering as we speak. He's doing very well. I also want to reach out to Captain Richard Osija as he begins his battle with cancer. I want him to know and his family to know that we send him our prayers and hopes and for a speedy recovery for him as well. I would like to thank the Mayor and Council for this occasion to present the award each year at their reorganization meeting. It's a pleasure to do this. And congratulations to Councilman Mortimer and Councilman Durkis, our new councilman, on their election for this year. And special Congrats to Councilman Durkis and his wife, Wei, on the birth of their new daughter. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Also, I'd like to extend condolences to Mayor Marabelli on the passing of his uncle, Dr. Richard Marabelli, just this past Friday. So our condolences, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
The awards this year go to Sergeant Joseph Giannuzzi and Officer Michael Pasquale. If the two of you would step up, please. You can come on each side, and then I'll read your accomplishments. On the morning of February 9th, at about 2 a.m., in the middle of a blinding blizzard, dispatch received a call for smoke condition at a home on Deer Path. As Sergeant Giannuzzi arrived, followed closely by Officer Pasquale, they could see the front of the home on fire. As they made their way through more than a foot of blowing snow, which we've just seen, this was last year, they were able to enter the front door and meet the homeowner. He advised the officers that his handicapped wife was wheelchair-bound and in the rear of the home. Knowing the horrendous road conditions, both officers realized the fire department would have a difficult time getting to the scene. They immediately directed the husband out of the house. Disregarding their own personal safety, they turned and proceeded through zero visibility in extremely heavy smoke conditions to search for his wife. In a short while, they found the woman and carried her through the smoke and fire to safety. For their heroic deeds, both Sergeant Joseph Giannuzzi and Officer Michael Pasquale are awarded the Mountainside Police Department Life-Saving Award this evening. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, Kodak moment, yes. In front, let's go. Commissioner? On a side note, I'd like to just mention that Sergeant Giannuzzi, we have our Police Patrolman Benevolent Association. Sergeant Giannuzzi just last month spearheaded the PBA's first annual Toys for Tots at the Arc Kohler School on Globe Avenue, and it was a huge success. We had Santa there, we had sandwiches from the deli there, subs for the kids and for the staff, and it was a great day for the PBA, and it was our first annual. I hope not the last one, Joe, but you did a great job. Thank you very much. And that I just want to mention, that's our last award for, the only award for the evening. I just wanted to mention that this is my last reorganization meeting as Chief of Police. And I'll be retiring probably, I will be retiring in 6 months or less, depending upon when I'm getting thrown out, one of the, never. But, and I would like to thank all the Mountainside residents out there in Channel 35 and Channel 39 for the 43 wonderful years that I've experienced. It's been a wonderful career. It's been great. It's been a great ride, and I just want to thank everybody. So thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
And just so we don't have to change the literature, we're going to be appointing his son, Jim Debbie, as the new chief, so that we don't have to worry about changing any of the literature, and everything will just go smoothly, I'm sure. Next, we have any council comments?
I just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Jim, sorry to see that this is going to be your last reorganization meeting as chief, at least. Not that many people know, Jim was originally going to be a police officer in Newark, but he was worried that he might not be able to remember how to spell Frelinghuysen Avenue, so he decided to come to Mountainside instead. Frelinghuysen. So after 43 years, you finally figured it out.
Okay, next we have the oath of office to be administered by our municipal court judge, Jim DeRose. First, we want to have Councilman Renee Durkis step up.
Right up there.
Put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand, please. No, that's right there. That's good. Yep. Put your left hand on.
Left hand.
Raise your right hand.
Okay.
And can you see him?
Turn a little bit.
All right. Please repeat after me.
Sure.
I, state your name, please,
Renee Jervis,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to same
to same
and the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of a councilman
perform all the duties of a councilman
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Next, we have Glenn Mortimer.
Do it. Okay, sure.
That's it. Left hand, right hand. Please repeat after me. I
I,
state your name.
Glenn Mortimer,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to same
and allegiance to same,
and to the governments established in the United States
the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of a councilman
all the duties of a councilman
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations. Just leave that.
Okay, so at this time, I guess we're going to adjourn the council meeting, and we're going to call to order the 2014 governing body. Let's have a roll call for the 2014 council, please.
Councilwoman Andre? Here. Councilman Dierkes?
Here.
Councilman Lane?
Here.
Councilman Messler?
Here.
Councilman Mortimer?
Here.
Councilman Turner?
Here.
At this time, I want to present my message to the council, so everybody get comfortable. This past year, I've noticed more than ever that people keep referring to Mountainside as the Mayberry of New Jersey. And where I would hear that is at all of these wonderful community events that we have during the year. We start off in April when we have the Little League Parade. Opening day for Mountainside Youth Baseball and Mountainside Softball Association is really a wondrous day that is truly marks the beginning of spring in Mountainside. This past year, we had over 500 children who participated in both leagues. We had over 200 coaches and certainly countless other volunteers that took care of the fields and did all the background preparation and organizing to make both of those leagues very successful. There's probably no one that has ever lived in Mountainside that hasn't in some way been touched by Mountainside Youth Baseball and now also Mountainside Softball Association. It's a really special day when you see those 500 kids with their eyes sparkling, thinking that they're going to be the next Derek Jeter, and unfortunately, I don't know any famous women's softball players. Maybe somebody can help you with that. And even more wondrous is the twinkle in the eyes of the parents that are proud that they're out there with their children, they're volunteering, and it just creates a very nice atmosphere and a great community day in Mountainside. Really, the next event that we had was, or community day, was the second annual Memorial Day Parade. This was the second year. The parade is spearheaded by the Girl Scouts, the Cub Scouts, and the Boy Scouts, and most importantly, the Mountainside chapter of the VFW. I also want to acknowledge the participation of the Mountainside Elks and the Rotary Club, and of course, no parade in Mountainside would be complete without the participation of the Mountainside Volunteer Fire Department, our rescue squad, and the ever-present Mountainside Police Department. The parade started down at Constitutional Plaza with our annual ceremony to honor the veterans. Again, we had a tremendous turnout down there. I think it even grew from last year. It was truly a glorious and fitting Memorial Day service. The residents showed up, and they really supported and showed our support to the veterans, our current veterans, and those who are not with us today because they fought for our freedom. The parade was nothing shows the support of the community by the way people lined up on the parade route. It was wondrous to see the families, young people, old people, everyone just honoring and applauding our veterans. They certainly respected it and were very appreciative of it. And then to cap it off, we had the unbelievable picnic down at Our Lady of Lourdes, where it just topped off the whole day. Everyone's sitting around and talking to the veterans and just having a good time and eating and drinking. And at the end, I could see the veterans didn't want to leave. We had to tell them that the picnic was over, and then they finally did leave. Next community event is we had our annual 4th of July fireworks, which take place over at Our Lady of Lourdes Church and Deerfield School. Again, another wondrous community event. Kids, old parents, young and old, all enjoyed the fireworks. The fireworks are sponsored and funded by the Mountainside Volunteer Fire Company, as well as the Mountainside PAL, and the council also makes their contribution. The PAL gave out ice cream, and it just is a wonderful event. The fireworks were spectacular. This year, we got a special guest actually showed up at the fireworks. We had our new pastor at Our Lady of Our Lady of Lourdes Church. We welcomed him, Father Richard Carrington. I know at one of the first masses he said after the ceremony he thought that we just had the fireworks because he was coming and we were just celebrating him coming to Mountainside. This year we had another event which is certainly, I shouldn't say a one-time, I guess the second time that this has happened in Mountainside. We had the historic move of the Levi Corey House. I want to first commend the Historic Preservation Committee. The move would not have taken place without their, excitement and hard work and really perseverance. We thought we were going to move it once, and if not twice, and thank God, the third time they hit a home run. The move was supported by the entire community, not only financially, but on the day of the move, there was tons of people out there. And I certainly was in amazement as the Levi Corey house. I didn't think they were going to get it off the lot to start with. And then as it was coming down, New Providence Road, it was done in a meticulous and very careful way. We had our doubts about whether the house was going to actually make it all the way down New Providence Road, but it certainly did. And I had a friend of mine who was sitting in the traffic over at Route 22, and he's cursing, and he was ready to call me on the phone. What the heck is going on in Mountainside? And then all of a sudden, he sees this house coming across Route 22, and he certainly understood what was going on. It was certainly a sight to behold, and I know that the Historic Preservation Committee is going to be after us for some more funding because they have to get the house in shape, and eventually they're going to turn it into a museum. To wind up this year, the last of what I would call the community events is the tree lighting outside. Certainly, it's a great way to kick off the holiday season. Certainly, the caroling by the Girl Scouts and the Brownie and the Daisies put everyone in the holiday spirit. I'm also proud again to report this year that Mountainside is fiscally sound and is thriving. I used the same words the last 2 years, but that's just the way that I feel is the state of the community. Despite the 2% mandated cap, we're still able to provide a high level of services to our residents, which is certainly what they respect, and we do it the same way that we've always done it. We have a great staff in town, we have great administration, that's where it starts. We continue to get grants when ever possible. This year we got 2 grants from DOT for $180,000 to help defray the road repaving in town. We got a Safe Corridor grant for $24,000. Which was used to purchase a new vehicle. The Municipal Alliance grant is $14,000, which funds alcohol programs for the youth in our town. We also received a New Jersey Hazard Mitigation Grant, which was used to it's going to be used to fund the purchase of a generator at the library and at the rescue squad building. We got a police body armor grant, which was used to purchase a bulletproof vest, and then of course the Watts Foundation has fully supported not only the town but a lot of the different organizations in town. We do provide a lot of services and services to our residents. First, with regards to, we have the recreation department, which also includes the Mountainside Pool, which is one of the finest community pools in the state. We have our construction department, our DPW and zoning, our finance and tax department. We have our recreation, again, I must like recreation. We have the courts, we have engineering, and of course the library, which is the finest in the county. All of these departments were successful in helping to keep us under the 2% cap and also provide a high level of services which our residents deserve and respect. Deserve and expect. I want to commend all our employees as well as the administration Rather than go through all of their achievements, I received them in written reports, which we're going to put on the Mountainside website, which is www.mountainsidenewjersey.com, which has been completely revamped since last year. And I urge all of our residents to read what wondrous things all of our departments have achieved this past year. I want to thank them for all their dedication and hard work. I also want to commend our police, our volunteer rescue and fire department. They're the ones that keep our residents safe and provide fire protection and emergency services when people really need it. This past year, we were able to purchase a new fire truck, a pumper for the fire department, and this upcoming year we'll be purchasing an ambulance for the recreation, for the rescue squad. We also are in the process of installing a new heating and air conditioning system at the library. I'm sure all of you can remember last year how hot it was in the library. That contract has already been awarded, and we should have it installed for the summer.
Generator.
And the generator too, yeah, it's going to be a generator that's part of it. I also want to point out that last year in February, we did a test and we found out that the Union County First Alert System, we had about 1,300 people had signed up for it. We did a test, I guess it was yesterday, and we found that in this past year we've had over 6,200 people sign up for Union County First Alert. It really is the most effective and efficient way for us to communicate to the residents about emergencies and weather conditions, as well as school and road closings and even power outages. This past year, one of the things that we've been working on, and really it's coming to a head actually right now, is we are in the process of getting our housing element and our fair share plan approved by the court. So we'll be certified, and we will have court approval that we've satisfied our affordable housing requirements, and most importantly, without changing the face of Mountainside. There's actually 3 developments that are going to be part of this plan. There's a 30 age-restricted residential units on Route 22 West. There's also another development which is going to take place behind Brighton Gardens, where they'll have 23 units, and probably the one that will have the most impact on the town is on the notorious Barnes Tract, which is a 5-acre parcel of land that the borough owns on Mountain Avenue next to the 7-Eleven. The plan there is for retail stores to be put in down on Mountain Avenue, which will effectively double the Mountainside downtown. It'll be the biggest transformation of the downtown since I've been here. And then there's also going to be 30 residential units that are going to be on top of the retail and in the back. And we're very proud of that. We're going to satisfy our affordable housing, and we're really not going to change the face of Mountainside. It's still going to be the same. It's still going to have the same residential look that it always has. The one concern I have in Mountainside is that we have all these wonderful volunteer organizations, but I hear the same thing over and over again from all of these organizations, is that it's the same people that are volunteering year in and year out. We really need to look inside of ourselves, and we really need to step up what we do as far as volunteerism. It's not just volunteering for something because your children are involved in the program. It's volunteering for the community. I can tell you that there's no greater joy that when you volunteer and you do something that's successful. This past Saturday, myself and Brian LeBeau run a high school open gym. Neither one of us have any kids that are in high school anymore. We went down there on Sunday. We had 25 or 26 kids that showed up, and all they did was have pure fun that day. There was no parent involvement. Okay, it was just me and Brian and the two of them, and all the kids had a wonderful time. And we felt as good about it as any of those kids did. And I just want to impress upon everyone that we need to step up the volunteerism on a much broader base than we see people volunteering. It cannot just be for your own children. And to paraphrase President John F. Kennedy, ask not what Mountainside can do for you, ask what you can do for Mountainside. And I think that if we can live by that this year, it's going to make Mountainside even a more wonderful community than it already is. I'm just going to end by letting everyone know, and it wasn't really that highly publicized this year. New Jersey Monthly Magazine came out with their rankings this year, and when I first saw it, I think it was in the patch, they said, New Providence, Berkeley Heights, top towns in Union County. And I'm looking at the list, and I'm saying, well, wait a minute, where's Mountainside? What they forgot to say is that Mountainside was ranked #1 in Union County, okay, ahead of New Providence, Berkeley Heights, Scotch Plains, Westfield, Fanwood, Summit, Cranford, and Garwood. We were the #1 town in Union County. And that's because of our staff and our administration here, all of our volunteer organizations, as well as all the volunteers that support those organizations. But we can't sleep on that. We need to continue volunteering. We need to continue to keep Mountainside the Mayberry of New Jersey that it is. Thank you very much. Okay, next we have the election of the council president. Do we have nominations?
I would like to nominate Keith Turner.
I'll second that.
Second.
We have a second. Any other nominations? Well, you might as well poll the council, but...
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
With pleasure.
Okay.
Okay, next we're going to pass some resolutions, but we're going to do it multiple resolutions. We're going to start with Resolution 1-2014, which is the adoption of the rules of council for 2014. We're also going to include Resolution 2014, which is the appointment of council to certain committees, the fire, the administrative and executive committee, the public works and facilities, the police, the media and information, the recreation department, and the solid waste recycling. So we have a motion for those resolutions, please.
So moved.
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 3-2014, which is the appointment of the council liaison to the board committees. And we also have Resolution 4-2014, which is the appointment of the planning board members. We have a motion for those two resolutions.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Next, we have the Resolution 5-2014, which is the appointment to various boards and committees. They include the Board of Health, the Shade Tree Commission, the Municipal Alliance Committee, the Emergency Management Committee, Construction Board of Appeals, the Library Board of Trustees, and the Historic Preservation Committee. Do I have a motion for that resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Included in that resolution was the Local Ethics Board, American with Disabilities Act Board, and the Finance Committee. Next, we have Resolution 6-2014, which is the appointment of the borough officials. And why don't we have a motion for that one, please?
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 7-2014, which is the appointment of the designated positions in the fire department, as well as the appointment to the designated positions in the rescue squad. Why don't we have a motion to approve that? Then I'll read the names, and then they'll be sworn in by our municipal judge, Jim DeRose. So we have a
moved.
motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second, poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, so we want to have, first we're going to have the positions in the fire department. When I call your name, if you could please come up. We have chief, which is Matthew Watson. We have assistant chief, which is Anthony Pecorelli. We have deputy chief, which is Thomas Triola. We have captain, which is James Debbie III. We have another captain, which is Adam Fody. And then we have lieutenants Anthony Bianchi and Christopher White. If they could all come forward, please.
All right, gentlemen, we've been through this in the past. If the lead person will put his left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and everybody else, put your left hand on the shoulder of the gentleman in front of you. Repeat after me. I state your individual names, please.
Matt Watson.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to same
and allegiance to same
and to the governments established in the United States
to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of, and say whether you're a lieutenant or a patrolman, to the fire department
of the fire department
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you might as well sign those.
I just messed up one.
Next, we have the appointment of the designated positions in the rescue squad. When we call your name, if you could please come up. First, we have the President, Anne Marie Pires. We have the Vice President, Corinne Moore. We have the Treasurer, Laurie Rubino. We have the Secretary, Norma Huber. We have the Captain, Eric Pastor. We have Deputy Captain Chris Cilio. First Lieutenant Jay Castro. Second Lieutenant Julius Korn. Chaplain Vicky Schmidt. And delegates to the First Aid Council are Norma Huber and Steve Sussman.
Ladies and gentlemen, right hand's up, left hand on the shoulder of the person in front of you. Okay, please repeat after me. I state your individual names, please. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to same and the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. I do further solemnly swear that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all of the duties of the First Aid Council to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
We have to do signs. Thank you. Yes.
Each one is
Oh, they're not. So there's another. Huh? This is you.
Well, congratulations to all of our new, or not appointed positions for the fire department and for the rescue squad. Congratulations. Okay, next we have Resolution 8-2014, which is the appointment of the Community Development Committee members, and we also have Resolution 9-2014, which is the appointment of the school crossing guards. We have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second, poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Me too.
Next we
I'll
have-
approve that as well.
You forgot you on
Sorry.
that?
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes again.
Sorry.
Next, I thought you were already going to make the motion to approve John. Resolution 10-14, which is the appointment of our borough attorney, John Post. Let's not make him sweat too much this year, guys, so we have a motion for that.
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
I think besides Jim, I think John is probably our longest standing employee of the borough of Mountainside. I can't think of anyone else.
Longer than Jim, I think.
Longer? Uh-oh.
Hiding in the police car, you were.
Well, John, thank you for all your good work, and Jim, of course, thank you for all your good work. Next, we have Resolution 11-2014, Resolution 12-2014, which is the appointment of the Risk Management Agent. Let's back up. 11-2014 is the appointment of the Borough Auditors and Financial Advisors. Resolution 13-2014 is the appointment of our borough engineer. And then we also have Resolution 14-2014, which is the certification to receive goods and services. We have a motion for those
So moved.
4 resolutions. We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 15-2014, which is the designation of our depositories. Resolution 16-2014, which is the designation of our official newspaper. We have Resolution 17-2014, which is the designation of the rate of interest on delinquent taxes. And then we have Resolution 18-2014, which is the designation of the bonding per employee. Can we have a motion for those resolutions?
So moved.
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 19-2014, which is the authorization to co-sign checks, as well as Resolution 20-2014, which is the resolution to set the 2014 calendar of dates for meetings. We have a motion on those 2 resolutions.
So moved.
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have last 2, Resolution 21-2014, which authorizes the 2014 temporary operating budget, and Resolution 22-2014, which is the resolution to replenish petty cash funds. We have a motion for those 2 resolutions, please.
So moved.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Lane?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, next we have any audience participation. Mr. Swislak, we're glad to see you made it this year.
I apologize for not being here last year. But in all the excitement of the day last year, I ate dinner and fell asleep. I realized I missed the meeting. But I want to give thanks to James Debbie for 43 years. Thanks, Mr. Post. These are 2 dedicated employees. Do we welcome them to the newest volunteer? Sure. Okay, good. Very good speech on Mountainside, on the state of Mountainside, we'll call it. And that's only possible through the hard work and dedication of the gentleman before. Thank you. I want you to go down to Washington, show them how easy it is to pass a temporary budget.
Anyone else? Okay, next I guess we have council comments. Any council comments? We're all council commented out.
Actually, I just want to add, excuse me, Mayor,
Sure.
thank you again for your dedication to the community. We'll miss you, but we'll know we'll have you in.
We're not getting rid of him yet. Are you
As
kidding
chief.
me?
This is the first of about
It's like the
30
Godfather.
goodbye, farewells to
He's
James
gonna-
Debbie.
He thinks he's gonna leave, but we're gonna drag him back in. Okay, we need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I invite you all